and welcome to Know Your Security. This channel is dedicated to helping you understand your cybersecurity, digital safety, and essential tech skills. Whether you're a beginner or already in the tech world, my goal is to guide you with clear, practical, and real-life explanations. Let's dive into today's topic, the 3 pillars of cybersecurity. Over 71 million people fall victim to cyber attacks annually. Cybersecurity is a fundamental business imperative, not just an IT concern. I stated this statement in our first lesson. When it comes to cybersecurity, it's not about IT professionals concern, not about those in the tech world concern. It's about all of us concern. And we are all eligible to practice security measures so that we can be safe in our tech world and even physical world. This interconnected world, cybersecurity is not just an IT concern, but a fundamental business imperative. Protecting digital assets is crucial for maintaining trust and operational continuity. Over 71 million people fall victim to cyber attacks annually. Data breaches cost companies millions and severely damage customer trust and brand reputation. The CIA Triad forms the foundational framework for all effective cyber defense strategies. So for today, our topic was about the 3 pillars of cybersecurity. And the 3 pillars of cybersecurity is this abbreviated word, the CIA. The CIA Triad. This is the framework we are going to look at today because it's the foundational framework which cybersecurity professionals or those who want to practice security measures based on to practice the correct security measures. Someone will ask, what's the full meaning of CIA? You get to know in the video. Let's continue. The CIA Triad stands for confidentiality, integrity, and availability. The C is for confidentiality, I for integrity, A for availability. C for confidentiality, I for integrity, and A for availability. Let's dive into these single words to understand their meanings when it comes to cybersecurity. The CIA Triad, the cornerstone, a cornerstone model for developing security policies and practices, ensuring a balanced approach to protecting information systems and data. When an organization practices its security measures in order to attain these 3 fundamental goals of cybersecurity, the company is fully secured. Let me repeat. If an organization tries its best to attain these 3 fundamental security goals, in fact, this organization is fully secured. You understand when you get to know the meanings of these single words or single goal of cybersecurity. Let's start with confidentiality. Confidentiality is when an organization protects its data from unauthorized access. Confidentiality. This is when an organization protects its data from unauthorized access. I hope you got it clear. In fact, you not making outsiders or unauthorized users get access to a particular data of an organization or of an individual. That's confidentiality. Making the data confidential. This is the meaning of confidentiality when it comes to cybersecurity. And we will get to know how confidentiality can be attained. We'll get to know how confidentiality can be attained. Confidentiality is like keeping secrets. Keeping secrets. So when keeping secrets, the secret is between two people or a group of people. So not making others get to know this secret. That's making the secret confidential. Let's move on to integrity. Integrity is when an organization ensures that data remains accurate and unaltered. Remains accurate and unaltered. This simply means the secret or the data, the information must not be changed. Even a single letter must not be changed. So verbatim, word for word, like a photocopy. Data or information or secret must not be changed, must not be altered, must not be touched by unauthorized people. This integrity, when integrity is attained by a company, we will get to know how this integrity too can be achieved. And the last one is availability. Availability is the situation or is the success of a company or is when a company guarantees the reliable access to data and systems when needed. So when an individual or the company is in need of a particular data or information, that particular data or information must be available. You get to understand the meaning when you continue with the rest of the list. Example, keeping your files in a drawer. Then later, when looking for the file, it's no more in the drawer. The file is not available. So availability is lost. This is the simplest example I can give you. Confidentiality. Taking this as a whole, confidentiality. It's about ensuring the sensitive information is accessed only by those authorized to do so. It safeguards against industrial espionage and identity theft and privacy breaches. So When confidentiality wants to be achieved, this is what happens. Prevents unauthorized users from accessing sensitive information critical for privacy and competitive advantage. Someone will also ask, confidentiality I'm talking about, how can we attain this confidentiality? Which practices leads to the achievement of confidentiality in cybersecurity? Okay, our key techniques include robust encryption. That's encryption. I'll give you the tip of an iceberg concerning these practices that leads to confidentiality. They will be taught as a whole topic on its own in our different lessons ahead of us. Robust encryption, stringent access control, and multi-factor authentication. So for encryption, encryption means converting a plain text, to a cipher text, converting a plain text to a cipher text. For example, I have a data which contains maybe Kofi is a boy. This is a plain text which can be read by everyone. Kofi is a boy. But through encryption, Kofi is a boy can be changed to a cipher text, which if someone wants to read the exact data inside, the person must have a key. That's what you call encryption. So encryption is changing plain text to cipher text. Changing plain text to cipher text. And in fact, this ensures confidentiality because no one can access the data since he or she doesn't have the key to the cipher text. Access control. Access control. It's like you giving permission to people to access a particular thing. That's access control. For example, I can give Mabel the permission to access an application on my computer, and I can disallow Frederick to access the same application on my computer. This access control, you allowing people to access or not. Yeah. And it can be like you also allowing a person on a system, but not fully, maybe a part or some parts of the system. And also, that's access control method. We will talk about access control in our lessons ahead of us. It being role-based access control, then the others. Yeah. So let's move on. Multi-factor authentication. Multi-factor authentication, one of the most powerful cybersecurity measure we always advise people to do. Multi-factor authentication. With this, let me give you a clear example of this. When you log in onto a system, after logging in, when you enter your credentials, the system will tell you it has sent you an OTP code or like a code that you must enter. Either it has been sent to your email or your SIM card as an SMS message. This is a sign of multi-factor authentication. Using that step to as a step for authenticating or for verifying if the person is the authentic user of the system, the app, the data, the information. Yeah. So multi-factor authentication. Someone can use a password and a fingerprint. Someone can use a password and a face ID. All these are multi-factor authentication methods because you are using that's many factors of proving yourself to access a system. And there's a real world example here. The Microsoft Exchange breach exposed sensitive emails, demonstrating a catastrophic failure of confidentiality. And since the Microsoft Exchange breach happened, it exposed emails. Therefore, the emails are no more confidential because it has been accessed by many people in this world. Let's move on. Integrity, integrity, integrity. Data integrity ensures that information is trustworthy and consistent throughout its life cycle. Any unauthorized modification, whether accidental or malicious, is prevented and detected. So, to achieve integrity of a data, information, a system, an organization, accidental modifications, altering data, making changes to them unauthorized must be prevented to achieve this integrity goal. Integrity ensures data is not tampered with or corrupted, maintaining its accuracy and trustworthiness. If it's A in the data, it must be A for those who are to access the data. In case there is a malicious or accidental or a hacker changing or altering the data, this makes integrity fail in our security method. So integrity can be attained using these mechanisms. Checksums, cryptographic hashing, that's hashing, digital signatures, then comprehensive audit trails. So you not allowing other like unauthorized people to access the data and alter them, you can use these mechanisms. And these mechanisms, like the comprehensive audit trails, auditing the data frequently, like you checking up on the data, auditing the data frequently. Once in a while, you go and check if it's A that is still there or A has been changed to C. That's comprehensive audit tools. And hashing. Hashing is somehow like the encryption, but it's different. Hashing is changing the normal letters into different symbols for no one to see. Like, yeah, for no one to see. That's hash. You can't read hashed data or hashed information. That's how it is. And hashing, some deals with passwords. You setting up password. The password is hashed at the database server side. That's how it is. You will learn more. You will learn more. To learn more, please follow, like the video, and share to continue with us and learn more. The importance: undetected data alteration can lead to grave consequences, from flawed business decisions to critical system failures and reputational damage. You claiming the data is A, but when we went is C, reputational damage. You keeping my data on your organization system, but when I came, it has been changed. My personal data has been changed. It's a reputational damage. That means the organization doesn't force to play its good roles or try to be in its best security pace. Yes. So you preventing this will help you achieve integrity. Let's move on to the last pillar. That's availability. Availability means that authorized users can access information and resources wherever needed. So I've made my data confidential, integrable. Now I'm looking for my data. The data is not available. Security gone lost. I can't find my data. How come? Availability failed. So you being able to access the specific data you protected for confidential means, for integrable means, and now it cannot be found. Availability failed, security has failed. Being secure is getting these three pillars achieved by the organization or by the individual. It ensures business continuity and uninterrupted service delivery. Kofi invested $10,000 in a project. Now we are looking for the exact amount the accountant or the finance person entered, which Kofi, the amount Kofi used to start the project. We can't find the exact amount. Like the example I'm giving, can we get the scenario? Like the scenario I want to give, being able to get the specific data you entered or you've created, the specific information you want, you able to access that specific data or information. That's making the data information available. This makes business continue without any interruption. Systems and data must be accessible to authorized users without undue delay or interruption. Someone will ask, how can we achieve this pillar two? That's availability. Solutions include redundancy. This deals with database redundancy, making data in the database not the same, not having the same values. That's redundancy. Robust backup. You backing up your data, storing your data somewhere else on a storage or different storage, either cloud or physical storage. You backing up the data. In case of data loss, you can get back your data. That's you making the data available. And for availability, backup is the strongest point for availability. You backing up your data. Recovery plans. You putting plans ahead. If in any case there's a data loss, so how you will be able to recover your data. That's using the same method as backup. DOS protection, that's distributed denial of service. You protect yourself from distributed denial of service. And distributed denial of service will be explained in our topic ahead of us. That's cyber attacks. You know the type of attacks. DOS is a type of cyber attack which makes a system not available for users or for people at a particular time. When there's a DOS attack, that's distributed denial of service attack, the system won't be available because there's a heavy payload, there's a heavy load sending onto the system, which makes it slow down or makes it not available for other users. That's DOS attack. And these DOS attacks are mostly done by hackers using tools, and you learn about these things here. So to learn about this, you follow, like, and share. We are going to study very well to know your security very well. And if you want to pursue cybersecurity, here will help you continue on with your journey. Example, ransomware attacks often specifically target availability. Ransomware will also be explained or be taught in a different section of our lessons. Ransomware, let me give you the tip of an iceberg. It's a malware that captures data from authorized owners. Like they take the data from the authorized owners and locks it. They lock the data and demand for money before they give back the data to their rightful owners. That's ransomware. That's why it has the name ransomware. You paying a ransom, and ransom means an amount of money. So pay the amount of money before your data, your information, your application, your system will be released to you. That's ransomware. So if you are attacked by a ransomware, imagine how can you access your data? The data is not available, your system is not available, your application is not available. So ransomware attacking a system specifically targets availability, and availability is filled. Encrypting data and locking users out until a ransom is paid. That's, I explained it earlier, ransomware. So they demand for an amount of money before it's given back to you. How these pillars work together. The CIA Triad, that's confidentiality, integrity, and availability. Confidentiality, integrity, and availability. The fundamental, the foundational, the basic, the strongest, the base framework cybersecurity professionals and every security professional uses. That's the CIA chart. Components are interdependent. They are interdependent. They depend on each other. A weakness in one pillar can compromise the strength of the entire security posture, leading to significant vulnerabilities. I said it earlier. Even you achieving confidentiality, integrity, and failing with availability, security is boom, failed. So you must achieve or attain all these three pillars, these three goals. Ensure you are fully secured. Confidentiality without availability, what happens? Data is secure but becomes unusable, defeating its purpose. Integrity without confidentiality. Risks unauthorized data changes even if access is restricted. If there is integrity without confidentiality, you can deny the access of the system or the data or the application by other unauthorized users. But integrity, but confidentiality can be sorry, integrity without confidentiality, that's you preventing unauthorized users to alter the specific data without you achieving the denial of them accessing the system. You failed. Now the hacker has gained access to the system but can't change anything. Still, the hacker can do something different, causing problems on the system. So integrity without confidentiality too is also a loss. Availability without integrity or confidentiality. Risk unreliable, corrupted, or exposed data to unauthorized party. The data is available, is okay with us. We can access the data, we can see our data, we can use our data. But the data is also with someone. The data has the data has been compromised somewhere. Like you having your email account, example, you having your email account with your password, but someone is also having the email account and your password. That's you failed. Hmm. Implementing the CIA Triad in your organization. One, conduct risk assessments. Identify sensitive data, critical systems, and potential vulnerabilities to prioritize security efforts. Two, deploy layered security controls. Implement multifaceted multifaceted defenses, including strong encryption, continuous monitoring, and reliable backup solutions. Implement multifaceted defenses, including strong encryption, continuous monitoring, and reliable backup solutions. 3. Train employees. Educate staff on security best practices, phishing awareness, and proper incident response protocols. I already told you in the first lesson that security can be achieved when the human is aware of him or herself. Like you being ready, ever ready. You must protect you your mind before using technical means, not clicking on emails roughly, not visiting sites without good protocols. Like you've trained yourself very well, and it's very difficult to be attacked by hackers or face any data breach. Master the 3 pillars to secure your future. Embracing the CIA Triad is not merely a technical task, but a strategic commitment to safeguarding your organization's most valuable assets in the digital age. The CIA Triad remains the timeless and fundamental foundation of all effective cybersecurity frameworks. As I always say, CIA Triad is the foundation and the fundamental, the basic, the pillar for cybersecurity frameworks. Strong confidentiality, integrity, and availability practices are essential to protect your data, reputation, and operational continuity. Thank you for being with me throughout this lesson. I hope this lesson was very good and you've learned a lot. Yeah, you've learned a lot because you've now known the pillars of cybersecurity, why we practice security measures. Maybe at first you didn't know why we do this, you didn't know why we do that, but now you know that's to achieve one, confidentiality, two, integrity, three, availability, giving the abbreviation CIA. Thank you for watching. If you learned something new, don't forget to like, follow this channel and share this video. See you in the next one. Bye bye.